In this video, I'll go over the simplest way to get a lot of reviews for your book. What is going on, guys? Sean here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about self-publishing, building passive income streams, and retiring early, and basically just all the lessons and failures that I learned from my own journey to financial independence. So if you're interested in those topics, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So in this video, I'll be talking about the simplest way to get a lot of reviews. So reviews obviously is crucial if you want long-term success in your publishing business. And there's many ways to get reviews. And of all the methods that everybody teaches, this is the simplest way to get a lot of reviews. And it's super simple. And you're going to be like, yeah, no shit, Sean, it's obviously. But I'm going to try and explain why I think this is the best way. And hopefully it makes sense to you. So the simplest way to get a lot of reviews is to just have a really good book. Okay, it really is that simple. And I know that this is obvious, right? You're probably thinking, Sean, you're dumb. Like, why are you even making a video on this? And I understand, but I feel like a lot of people know this on a surface level, but very few people really get it on a deeper level. So what I mean by, having a good book, having a really good book is the best way to get reviews, is that you can use all the methods available to mankind to get reviews, right? But if your book sucks, no one will review it, or at least leave a positive review. Okay, obviously. But people don't get it, right? People are so fixated on the strategy, okay? And they don't understand like the deeper side of things. Everybody thinks if you set up AMS ads specifically this way, then you're going to get guaranteed sales. If you do this strategy, we're going to get guaranteed reviews. And everybody's so focused on the strategy, but they don't understand the fundamentals that you can set up your ads in whatever way you want. But if your book sucks, no one's going to buy it, right? Or if your cover sucks, your title sucks when it comes to ads. Same as reviews. Like, you can do everything you want, or everything that is recommended by other gurus or whatever. But if your book sucks, no one's going to review it, or at least leave a positive review. So it really comes down to the fundamental, and that is to have a really good book. Okay. So that was the example if you have a bad book. But if you have a genuinely good book, okay, that solves the reader's problems, they will leave a review without you even asking for it. So on one hand, if you have a bad book, you can go and solicit 1 million beta readers and give out 1 million ARC copies and do all the review gathering strategies. You will still not get a lot of reviews because the quality of the product is bad. But if you have a genuinely good book that solves the reader's problems, they will leave a review without asking for it because you genuinely help them. And when somebody feels like they were helped, they usually want to reciprocate and help you out as well. So it really comes down to human nature and psychology, right? It's human nature to want to share what they like to others. If you watch a good movie, you want to share it with your friends. You're like, dude, did you watch that movie? It was really good. You should check it out, right? Same as books. If somebody reads a really good book, they're naturally inclined to share it with their friends and family and whoever, So people also feel like reciprocating if they feel like your book helped them again. So if you have a good book, they will go out of their way to leave a review and share it without you even saying anything. Okay. So top publishers that creates 5-star quality books does not go out and actively get hundreds of reviews. This is my experience observing top publishers over the course of 5 years that I've been doing this. And even myself, right? I've had decent success in publishing. I became a millionaire at age 26 through publishing, like actually publishing, not from coaching or anything like that. And I don't go out and try and get hundreds of reviews. I just get the bare minimum of reviews initially when I launch it. And after that, I just focus on selling the book. So that is what publishers or top publishers do, is all they do is focus on making sure they make a great book. Then they're just focused on selling the hell out of that. Okay. As you get more sales, right? That means more people read your book. People will start organically leaving reviews because you have a genuinely good book. So that is exactly my approach. When I launch a book, I just focus on getting that initial 30 to 40 reviews. Okay. With this, that will actually come from the strategy side. Okay. So the initial 30 to 40 reviews will come from those strategies, like, sending out email to your ARC list, right? Or you can go Booksprout, you can use Puppy, you can go, try and find readers on Facebook groups. Initially, that's what you want to do to get that initial 30, 40 reviews. But after that, you don't have to do anything, because all you want to do is focus on selling the book and get readers to it. And if your book is genuinely good, then people will go and review more. And that's how you get to hundreds of reviews or even thousands of reviews. Okay. You don't try and get more reviews at that point, because it's kind of a waste of time. Again, if you have a bad book, nothing you do will ever work. And this is how all top publishers approach publishing, from what I know. Okay, obviously there might be somebody else that doesn't do this, but from what I know, everybody takes the same approach. So how do you make a 5-star quality book? Well, you have to understand that people buy anything to solve a specific problem they have. So you have to understand publishing from a fundamental level, right? It's not just publishing books and do this and do that. It's like going down to psychology here. Why are people even buying books from the first place? Have you ever thought about that? Like, why are people buying books? They're not just buying for the sake of buying books. There's something that compels them to want to buy the book. And typically, right, people buy anything, not just books. People buy anything to solve a specific problem that they have. So when it comes to fiction, when people buy fiction books, they typically want to be entertained, right? They buy fiction so they can immerse themselves into the world, of the fiction, right? It could be a romantic novel. They want to just, live in that story a little bit. If it's sci-fi, like I like sci-fi, I want to experience different worlds and expand my imagination and this and that. So typically with fiction, they want to be entertained. Okay. But with nonfiction, people want to learn something. That is why they're buying nonfiction book. Nonfiction is basically how-to books, right? So they want to learn how to do something. They're trying to acquire new skills. So you have to know exactly why the audience is buying books on your topic, right? What exactly is the problem that they want to solve? What exactly is the skills that they want to learn? And you have to really identify that and then offer that as the content in your book. Now, if you can do this, if you can solve the reader's problems efficiently within your book, it really doesn't matter if your book is 500 pages long or 5 pages. This is another thing. People are so focused on the details that doesn't matter. Again, so many people ask me, how many pages should my book be? And it doesn't matter. As long as you solve the reader's problems, it can be 5 pages and they'll be happy because their problems are solved, right? So it really doesn't matter how long the book is. It doesn't matter if you have horrible formatting, anything like that. The only thing that matters is, did you solve whatever problem the reader hoped to solve by purchasing your book? That is literally all that matters. So just to recap, people are too hung up on the details. It's something that I notice in my course as well. As a lot of people, especially people who are very, very analytical, they ask a lot of questions about, how many pages should this book be? What's the best size? Best this, best that, best strategies. How do you exactly set up ads, this and that? Well, there is no one best strategy, to be completely honest. It really doesn't matter, The only thing that matters is you focus on solving the reader's problem. So if you're in the gardening niche, for example, and if your book topic is on how to grow carrots indoors, I don't know if it's possible, but just as an example purpose, how to grow carrots indoors, right? Then you have to think, what kind of problem people who are going to purchase this book is trying to solve, right? I'm not in the gardening niche, so this is probably a horrible example for me to be using, but do they want to know exactly how to get the lights, the lighting inside because it's indoors? How do you, go about with the soils, how much water you need? Pretty much you have to cover exactly how to grow carrots efficiently and properly indoors, and all the problems you have to think of, what are the common problems that the readers suffer from that topic, and how can I solve that? How can I help them solve that within the book? right? So hopefully that wasn't confusing and at least served as a decent example. But the main thing is you focus on having a very quality book that solves the reader's problems, and from there organic reviews will come as long as you do that. So focus on doing that, and over time you will acquire hundreds or even thousands of reviews organically. Okay, so hopefully that made sense, and hopefully that kind of changes your perspective when it comes to how you want to approach publishing. And if you enjoy this kind of videos, let me know by leaving a like, commenting any questions you have. If you want to check out my course, the link is below this video, as well as all the tools and resources that I recommend in publishing, also in the video description below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.